So we have the question here that reads, express each of the following repeating decimals in form of a and b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0 there. So now, let's start with the first one here. We have 0.3 bar like this here. Then, when you see a number written like this here, 0.3 bar on top, this simply means that the number after the decimal place that we have here, 3 here, is a repeating decimal there. So meaning that this is the same as 0.33333 and so on and so forth. So now, meaning that here, to express this in form of a fraction, we're going to let x be equal to 0.3 bar like this here. So now, we need to move this decimal place one time to the right side. So what we're going to do here is we multiply this whole equation by 10 here. So multiplying this whole equation by 10, we're simply going to have 10x equal to 3.3 bar like this here. So this is our first equation there, and this is our second equation here. So if you say equation number 2 minus equation number 1 here, we're going to have 10x minus x is equal to 3.3 bar minus 0.3 bar like this here. So then here we're simply going to have 9x is equal to 3. Let me just scroll down a bit. Okay, so if we have 9x this side here and we're trying to solve for x here, we're going to divide by 9 this side, also divide by 9 this side, hence we have our x here being equal to 3 over 9 like this here. So we can still reduce this number here. 3 into 3 goes there 1, 3 into 9 goes 3 times. So meaning that x here is simply equal to 1 over 3 like this here. So therefore 0.3 bar is simply equal to 1 over 3 here. Okay, let's look at the second one. For the second one here, we have b, we have 3.512 here. So now, this number here is the same as 3.51212 like this. So meaning that the repeating decimals are simply just 1, 2 here, or the repeating numbers are 1, 2, 1, 2 like that there. So let x be equal to 3.512 bar like this here. So now we need to move this point here up until it reaches this point here before the repeating decimals here. So meaning that here we multiply the entire equation by 10 here. So we multiply this by 10, we're simply going to have x, 10x this side is equal to 35.12 bar like this here. So now here our goal now here is to be moving this decimal place twice on the right. So meaning that here we can multiply the first equation that we have here with 100. So you multiply this by 100, you multiply it by 100 here, you're simply going to have 1000x equal to 3512.1 bar like this here. We can call this one equation number 2, and this one here was our first equation there. So now, if we say equation number 2 minus equation number 1, we're going to have 1000x this side minus 10x equal to 3512.12 minus 35.12 bar like this here. So here we're going to have 990x. Then this side here we're simply going to have let me do this here. Okay, so this side we're simply going to have 3477 like this here. Okay, so now we're simply trying to solve for x here. We divide with 990, also this side 990 there. Then we have our x here being equal to 3,477 divided by 990. Okay, let's just check if there's a number that can go into both numbers there. Okay, so we have no number that can go into both numbers there, so therefore then just say 3.512 bar here is the same as 3,477 here divided by 990 there. Okay, let's look at the third one there. Okay, so here we have x being equal to, we have 6.258, which are the three repeating decimals that we have here. So this number here is the same as 6.258, 258, 258, and so on and so forth. So now, we let x here be equal to 6.258 bar like this here. So first thing that we're going to do here is, our goal now here is to move this decimal place 3 times this side here. So we're going to multiply this by 100 here, or by 1,000 rather. So you multiply this by 1,000, I'm simply going to get 1,000x this side being equal to 6.258 like this here. So this is our first equation here, and this is our second equation here. So we say equation number 2 minus the first equation here, we're simply going to have 1,000x here minus x. Then this side 6,258.258 minus 6.258 this here. So now this side here we're simply going to get 999x being equal to, then this side we're going to have 6,252 here like this here, because 8 minus 6, so we just simply get a 2 here. So we divide this side by 999, even this side by 999 like this here. So therefore 6.258 is simply equal to 6,258 divided by 999 here. Okay, you can go ahead and solve this one here. Well, this is supposed to be 2 somewhere there. Let me just erase it. Okay, so we have this here.